Hello students, welcome to my YouTube channel Learn Science and Maths with me Pratibha Dipendra Zamdade. Hello students, we have already studied chapter number 1 Laws of Motion. Today we are going to discuss or we are solving a numerical based on this chapter. For that, first we recall all the formulas which we studied in chapter number 1. So, first formula which is written on this board is speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by time required. Second formula, average speed. Now, average speed is equal to total distance covered divided by total time taken. Third formula, velocity, which is equal to displacement divided by time. For the same formula, average velocity we can calculate here. Average velocity is equal to total displacement upon total time. Average velocity is equal to total, beside that distance we write here displacement, and divided by total time taken. For all three formulas, the unit which we are going to use are written on the right hand side. Here in SI system, distance or displacement can be measured in meter and time in second. So in SI system, unit is meter per second. This is a unit for speed, average speed and velocity. Similarly in CGS system, centimeter per second, where centimeter is a unit for distance or displacement and second for time. Fourth formula, acceleration, which is denoted by A, is equal to final velocity minus initial velocity. Here final velocity denoted by V, initial velocity denoted by U and divided by time T. Acceleration, the unit of acceleration in SI system meter per second square and in CGS system centimeter per second square. Fifth formula, V is equal to U plus AT, S is equal to UT plus 1/2 AT square, V square is equal to U square plus twice AS. Eighth formula, force, F is equal to mass into acceleration. In SI system, unit of force is Newton. In CGS system, unit of force is dyne. Ninth formula, momentum, P is equal to mass into velocity. And last, 10th formula, this formula is related to law of conservation of momentum. m1v1 plus m2v2 is equal to m1u1 plus m2u2, where m1 and m2 are masses of two objects, where u1 is velocity of object, is initial velocity of object having mass m1, where v1 is final velocity of object having mass m1. Similarly, u2 is initial velocity of object having mass m2 and v2 is final velocity of object having mass m2. So these are the important formulas which we are going to use while solving the numerical based on first chapter, laws of motion. An object moves 18 meters in first 3 seconds, 22 meters in the next 3 seconds and 14 meters in the last 3 seconds. What is its average speed? So, what is given in this problem that I write first? Now, this is a diagram related to this problem. So, object moves from A to B 18 meters in first 3 seconds. So, S1 is first displacement of 18 meter in time T1 3 seconds. From B to C, object covered 22 meters, means the second displacement S2 is 22 meters in time T2 3 seconds. After that, object moves C to D which is 14 meters, that is S3, displacement S3 is 14 meters, and again time taken for this T3, which is equal to 3 seconds. So I write what is given here. S1 is equal to 80 meters, S2 is equal to 22 meters, S3 is equal to 14 meters. Again time T1 is equal to 3 seconds, T2 is equal to 3 seconds, and again T3 is equal to 3 seconds. What we are going to find here? What is its average speed? Means we have to find average speed. Average speed that we are going to find. After that, we write the formula for finding average speed. The formula for that is average speed is equal to total distance traveled divided by total time taken. How to find total distance? Total distance means object move from A to D. Finally it reaches at D. Means whole distance it will cover. S1 plus S2 plus S3. So the total distance I write here. Distance S1 or displacement S1, S2 and S3. And what about the total time? T1 plus T2 plus T3. After that, substitute the values. Means what? First 18 meter plus 22 meter plus 14 meters divided by 3 seconds and again 3 seconds, because T1, T2, T3 are same, 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3 seconds. Add the numerator, 18 meters plus 22 meters plus 14 meters, total is 54 meters and total time is 9 seconds. Now divide numerical numbers, divide the number 54 divided by 9, answer is 6 meter per second. 6 meter per second. So this is our average speed. Write the answer in word because this is word problem. Write in word the average speed of the object is equal to 6 meter per second. So this is our answer. D problem. A person swims 100 meter in first 40 seconds, 80 meters in next 40 seconds and 45 meters in last 20 seconds. The question is that what is the average speed? This example is same like the first one. So first we write what is given here. I directly write what is given. Now the different distance are given. First displacement we consider S1, second S2 and last one is S3. So the first distance S1 is equal to 100 meters. For that 100 meters time required, T1 is equal to 40 seconds. Second distance S2 is equal to 80 meter and meters, and time required for this is again 40 seconds, and the last S3 last distance which is equal to 45 meters, and time required T3 for it 20 seconds. After that, we write formula which we are going to use is average speed is equal to total distance covered. Average speed is equal to total distance upon total time taken. For that, in numerator we add total distance, which is equal to S1 plus S2 plus S3, and in denominator total time T1 plus T2 plus T3. Now for S1 100 plus 80 plus 45 whole divided by 40, again 40 plus 20. Now here in numerator the answer is 225 divided by 100, 225 divided by 100. So the answer is, this is meter per second, all are in meter and time in seconds, so I write here meter per second. So answer is 2.25 meter per second. If we divide it 225 by 100, answer is 2.25 meter per second. So in word we write the answer, average speed is equal to is equal to 2.25 meter per second. The third, an object of mass 16 kg moving with an acceleration of 3 meters per second square. First, calculate the applied force. Next one, if the same force is applied on an object of mass 24 kg, how much will be acceleration? So there are two questions in this problem. First we calculate force. Which force? If object having mass 16 kg and acceleration is 3 meter per second square. So first we calculate the force, and the same force is applied on second object having mass 24 kg. The same force is applied on the object having mass 24 kg, and at that time we have to calculate acceleration. So first part we solve here. First part we solve up to here. It is first part, and the next one is second part. So for the first part, what is given? Mass is given. So first part, mass is given, which is equal to m1. We consider mass m1 is equal to 16 kg, and acceleration, which is given by small a, is equal to 3 meter per second square. And here we have to calculate the applied force. Means we have to calculate force. F is equal to what? That we are going to find. For that we write the formula. F is equal to mass into acceleration. Substitute the values. For mass m, it is 16 kg into acceleration 3 meter per second square. 3 meter per second square. So the multiplication 16 into 3, number multiplication it is 48. SI units are there. So in SI unit, force is measured in Newton. So force F is equal to 48 Newton. So this is our first answer. So 48 Newton force is applied on 16 kg object of mass 16 kg object, and after applying that force, the object accelerate with 3 meter per second square. Force is, we calculated here, we calculate force here. So same force, means the force is same force 48 Newton, and the same force is applied on object having mass 24 kg. So next mass is M2, which is equal to 24 kg object having mass 24 kg. So we have to find what is acceleration. What is acceleration? Again the same formula we are going to use here. F is equal to mass into acceleration. Here we write here M2 because we are taken second mass, second object. Force is 48 Newton, 24 kg, and we have to calculate acceleration. So acceleration 48 Newton. We take this 24 to the left hand side. So it is divided by 24. This is Newton upon kg, which is equal to A. Divide this, the answer is 2. Now 2 meter per second square. It is acceleration. Acceleration is meter per second square because this is SI unit. Meter per second square is SI unit of acceleration. So I write here meter per second square. The acceleration of the object is equal to 2 meter per second square. This is your answer. Problem number 4. A bullet having a mass 10 gram and moving with a speed 1.5 meter per second penetrate a thick wooden plank of a mass 90 grams. The plank was initially at rest. The bullet gets embedded in the plank and both are moved together. Determine the velocity. Now see here, first we understand what is given in this problem. What is given here? A bullet is fired from a gun having mass 10 gram with speed, means the speed of that bullet is 1.5 meter per second. Now that bullet is penetrate in a plank first. The plank is at rest. When the bullet is penetrate in the plank, both the bullet and the plank move with the same velocity because the bullet is penetrate in the plank. So they move forward the same velocity, means the plank as well as that bullet. So we have to find the velocity of the plank as well as that bullet. So first I draw figure to understand this problem. Now this is the gun. From that gun, a bullet. This is bullet. Now the bullet is fired. Mass of this bullet is 10 grams. Mass of the bullet is 10 gram. Now the velocity or 0.5 meter per second. This is the speed of this bullet. Now this bullet penetrate in a plank, has mass M2, which is equal to 90 gram. This is our M1. Mass of a bullet 10 gram. Its velocity 1.5 meter per second. Plank has a mass 90 gram, means M2 is 90 gram, and its initial velocity is 0 because plank is at rest. Initial velocity is 0 because the plank is at rest. Now when this bullet is as plank are moving with the same velocity, means the final velocity of bullet is same as final velocity of plank. So V is equal to final velocity of bullet, which is V1, and same as final velocity of plank, which is equal to V2. This is U1, M1 U1, initial velocity of bullet, m2 is a mass of Planck, u2 is initial velocity of Planck, and Planck and bullet moves with the same velocity, that is v, which is equal to v1 final velocity of bullet, v2 final velocity of Planck. Both are moving same velocity, both are moving with same velocity, and that v we have to calculate here. We have to calculate this v in this problem. So I write what is given, m1 which is equal to 10 grams, u1 initial velocity which is equal to 1.5 meter per second, 1.5 meter per second. Similarly, m2 which is equal to 90 grams, and u2, because Planck is at rest, initial velocity of Planck is 0 because Planck is not moving, so u2 is equal to 0 meter per second. Now if we observe this, meter per second, this is SI unit, so we convert this gram into kilogram, To convert this gram into kilogram, divide this 10 by 1000. Similarly, this 90 by 1000, because we convert this gram into kilogram, because SI units are given here. We solve all the problem in same unit. For that, m1, I write here m1 which is equal to 10 upon 1000, which is equal to 10 into 10 raised to minus 3, 10 raised to minus 3, or 1000, you write here 1000 again. Similarly, m2 is equal to 90 into 10 raised to minus 3 kg. This is kg. We convert this into kg. Divided by 1000, which is 10 raised to minus 3, multiple by 10 raised to minus 3. The same way I write here 90 into 10 raised to minus 3. Now, law of conservation of momentum. By law of conservation of momentum. m1 u1 plus m2 u2 is equal to m1 v1 plus m2 v2. Now we substitute the values which is given here. m1 u1, m2 u2. m1 u1 plus m2 means this is m2 but u2 is 0. m2 into 0. Why u2 0? See here, this is u2. I substitute here 0, which is equal to m1. For this v1 and v2, I just write v. For v1 and v2, I write v because Planck and that bullet travel with the same velocity. So for that v1 and v2, I write here v. So m1 v plus m2 v. See here, m1 v, m2 v, because v1 and v2, the Planck and the bullet have a same velocity v, means they travel with the same velocity. Now substitute the remaining values. What is m1? 10 into 10 raised to minus 3. What is u1? 1.5. This is 0. So m2 into 0 is answer 0 plus 0. So m1 again, m1 plus m2, and the common is v here. I just take common v, so m1 plus m2. Now write here 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 1.5 is equal to m1 plus m2. m1 means this and this is m2. So 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 plus 90 into 10 raised to minus 3 into v. I just substitute the values m1, m2. m1 means mass of bullet, m2 is mass of Planck, 10 raised to minus 3 means it is a conversion for gram to kilogram. So what is the answer? What is the answer? Take all these values to the left hand side. Only V is there. Now only V is there. Therefore sign here. So therefore 10 into 10 raised to minus 3 into 1.5 whole divided by 100. Just add 10 and 90 which is 100. 10 raised to minus 3 and here V. Now this 10 raised to minus 3 and this 10 raised to minus 3 and this 10 raised to minus 3 numerator denominator will get cancelled. So what is numerator? What is numerator here? 10 into 1.5 divided by 100 which is equal to V. Now divide this 1.5 divided by 10. So again 0.15 which is equal to velocity. 0.15 which is equal to velocity. So the answer is 0.15 meter per second. So this is the final velocity of Planck as well as that bullet.